Okay, my Young and the Restless fans, first I want to apologize for this weekend. It was a beautiful weekend, not only Mother's Day, but also my son's graduation from college, as you guys already know from last week's podcast. But we are back. It's a new week, and we are going to talk about the Young and the Restless today. First, Sally wants Adam to move on. Nick professes his love to Sally. Daniel tells Diane she's not going to prison. And Kyle prepares to tell Summer everything. Boy, will he get a rude awakening. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS Soaps, both the Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful. This is your Young and the Restless recap for May 15th. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this episode. Okay, so let's start out over at Crimson Lights, and I got a question. Sally, why are you turning down Adam's job offer? I mean, is it because of Nick? I mean, girl, you're broke. You're sitting in a hotel, motel room, whatever you want to call it. You might as well get you some ramen noodles, chicken flavor, my recommendation, because right now, girl, you're broke. However, she tells Adam no Newman will ever sign her paycheck again. Well, I guess you'll be unemployed for the rest of your life unless you want to help Sharon pour some coffee and dish out free advice. I mean, you can't work at Jabot or Marquetti because of Summer. We all remember what happened. And I mean, hey, maybe you should design with one of these other retail stores or something, but on Genoa City, it ain't happening. So Sally tells Adam that she only wants him to be the father of the baby and nothing else, and reminds him that she is with Nick. Well, Sally, you only have yourself to blame because, I mean, it look like Adam is going to be a permanent fixture in your life. I mean, you're the only person I know that had to sleep with somebody to make sure it was over. Now you have a permanent reminder. Now she tells him and urges him to just move on, but trust me, of course, when Nick dumps her, and I know eventually he will, she's going to go crawling right back to Adam with baby in tow. So now we're over at the GCAC where we see Nick ran into Elena and they had a nice chat. I mean, I'm wondering, were they trying to chem test those two eventually down the road for something? I mean, hey, it looked like they were a nice pairing, both Nick and Elena. Wonder what Nate would think about that if he saw those two together. He told her that she could do a podcast from home and that way she can avoid Nate in the office. And you know what? That would be perfect if she want to do a surprise dropping of course, JT Hellstrom. Speaking of Nate, over at Newman, these two are still flirting with each other. And, of course, Victoria was also happy to find out that Elena moved out and smashed that photo. She was like, oh, poor you. I mean, hey, if you want to work it out, it'd be kind of awkward. She was just testing the waters, as we all know. And he actually said, you know what? Hey, I'm good. I don't even want to try to put that relationship back together. What we had is in the past and I'm ready to move on. And I tell you, it looked like these two are trying to figure out the beginnings of a new relationship. So now we're over at the Abbott estate where we see Kyle telling Michael that the truth needs to come out. Now, Michael said, I don't know about that because Diane, yeah, she'll gnaw off her own ankle to try to get and hunt down Phyllis. And you know what? I can't get that image out of my head. Anyway, Michael wants to leave it alone until they come up with more evidence. Now, that makes, of course, no sense to me. Now, Diane came downstairs asking if there was any news. Jack told her they was just brainstorming. That was so wrong. Why you lie to that girl? They should at least tell Diane. Now, Diane gave Daniel her condolences and let him know that she was innocent. He thanked her and told her, you know what, you're not going to prison. And of course, before he could spill the rest of the beans, Michael stopped him. Now, Kyle, however, wants to know where the bodies came from, and so does Michael. You need to search for the ambulance driver. driver. Now, Jack said for Diane's security and safety, Phyllis got to be arrested, and I agree with that. Also for her safety, too. Now, Kyle is upset that he can't tell Summer her mother is alive, bless his heart. Honey, she's known for the last couple weeks. Now, Jack left to meet with Christine, and Diane told Kyle she hates that Kyle is stuck there planning her defense instead of his vacation with Summer. Kyle told her, you know what, you can't make this go away, but I can, and there's something that I need to tell her. Well, he needs to tell her. And I know they better not get everybody hopes up for nothing. I mean, I hope he tells her. And I think from the promo I saw, he actually does. And I mean, he should. That's his mama. But wait till what happens when it comes to Summer, though. And finally, we're back over at the room at the GCAC. And I don't know if it was Adam putting the fear in Nick or Elena's conversation saying to do it in the name of love. He now sets up a romantic dinner for Sally in her suite, and then he dropped the L word. Sally asked, why are you telling me this now? I tell you why. He wants to mark his territory as usual when he's dating one of Adam's exes. Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Monday, May 15th, 2023. Stay tuned for the Bold and the Beautiful recap also for today. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.